EA Sports. It's in the game.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to play. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, alert three, alert three. Hit it.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
70 English. 80 weapons. Hey, Charlie. Leo.
Off play action. Herbert, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Joe Mixon, and an alley to run. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Footing's definitely got to be an issue, because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert, and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Mixon with a first down carry. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he's got some space here. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
This is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is...
He's got it at the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Hey, Haywood!
A final shot before break. Herbert, and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big...
We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
64, hey, Orvis.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on third down. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. On first down, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down. Herbert, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bullet good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Freeman. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Herbert, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Herbert, a gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Herbert, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. The quick slant caught.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Herbert, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 17 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the catch and pass could very well be open.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Finding Green complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. He's at the 30. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From a yard out, and the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play call.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Back to throw. Herbert under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Josh Bynes. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Looking to throw. Herbert. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Go! It's going to be a long day, offense. Hey, lock it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check 50. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hard. Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
Off play action. Herbert, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go when the rain